NXT is back on Wednesday nights, officially, or as of the moment. This show for tonight was a lot of filler. I mean, it's to be expected. This is NXT in September of 2020, and NXT in 2020 in general, lots of filler. So, not the absolute greatest show, but there are some talking points, there's some stuff to talk about, so that's the main thing. Before I get into that though, I just want to say, thanks to you all for the great support on the channel lately. The last video, 10 wrestling YouTubers you should subscribe to, awesome reaction, you guys showed love on that video, you went and subscribed to all the people I told you to, so yeah, that's awesome stuff, just shout out to you guys for that. So, with that out of the way, now we move on to NXT, this show, September 16th, 2020. I'm going to start with this. The announcement William Regal made, the Gauntlet Eliminator match. You can see the rules here. I'm not going to read through move by move or bit by bit the rules. Basically, the winner of this thing next week faces Finn Balor at TakeOver. So, TakeOver, the next NXT TakeOver is October 4th. That's when they're doing the next TakeOver. I don't think that's going to be Halloween Havoc because Halloween's like, 3-4 weeks after that. So, I don't think it's going to be Halloween Havoc, I just think it's going to be TakeOver. I don't know what the theme is. I feel like they're kind of rushing this TakeOver. You can just wait till War Games, I feel like, but they're not doing that. So we're going to have Finn Balor defending his NXT Championship against someone. That waits to be seen. I don't think they're going to do Adam Cole. I don't think they're doing Ciampa because Ciampa has a match next week. I don't know where they're going to go with this, so that waits to be seen. Hopefully, someone who's worthwhile and interesting wins this match. Hopefully, someone who's captivating, so that's what they're doing next week with that. As for the rest of this show, the other thing I feel like is the big talking point is this. The opener to the show, we had Shotzi Blackheart one-on-one with Io Shirai. Easily the best match on the show. The thing that was most entertaining. Without trying to sound like a simp, honestly, I found this and the women's part of the show here easily the most entertaining because so much filler was on this show. This opened the show. There was actually a bit of buzz about it. The match was good. It made Shotzi Blackheart look really strong. It made Shotzi look credible. I know there's some big Shotzi fans out there on wrestling Twitter and in the wrestling community in general, so it made Shotzi look really dominant in the women's division. Io Shirai obviously won the match because she's the champion, so that was cool to see. I think because next week they're going to have a women's battle royal featuring literally every woman in the NXT women's division not named Io Shirai, obviously. So they're going to have a battle royal to determine the number one contender for Io at TakeOver. I think they're just going to have Shotzi win that battle royal, I think. You can have Shotzi win that, and then you can have Rhea or you can have Dakota Kai or Tegan Nox win and face Io at War Games. Hopefully this is making sense. I think that they're going Shotzi versus Io at the next TakeOver on October 4th. That's what I think they're doing. It just makes sense after tonight. Shotzi was valiant in defeat. It was a good performance for Shotzi, so I think that's where they're going. Hopefully they do. Either way, I don't really care a ton. Nothing NXT is doing at the moment, I'm really over the moon captivated by, which will probably offend some of you, but a lot of you can understand. A lot of you see the problems in NXT, which I like, so that was that. As for this, the NXT North American Championship, really the main takeaway I have from this is that Damian Priest is my favorite NXT wrestler. Damian Priest is sick. I've thought this since he debuted. He has such a good overall look and presence about him. It's a unique character when you don't have guys like Damian Priest every now and then, like Finn Balor, Cole, Gargano, all these guys look the same. But then there's Damian Priest, and he just has this character about him. He just carries a character, a persona, so that's really good. In the ring, he's sick as well. That spinning heel kick he does off the top rope looks sick. He got the win here against Timothy Thatcher in the main event. This match was good. I think it's the other thing that was worth watching. There were 2 championships on the line tonight, plus Io Shirai was in action. So there was some good stuff, but this was by far probably the most entertaining match that was in the opener. Damian Priest is awesome. Damian Priest is the single best thing in NXT, just bar none. As far as men's wrestlers, Damian Priest is sick. He's so damn cool. Just look at him with the title here. I mean, that's just what a champion looks like, is it not? Damian Priest, just what a guy. Hopefully, Damian Priest goes on to fight, I don't even know who at this point. Priest versus Velveteen Dream, I'm down for that. So, yeah, hopefully we get that. Then, for the rest of the show, really, this is where the show kind of falls off a cliff as far as worthwhile talking points. We had a tag team title match. Breezango defended against Imperium. The match was fine, nothing to really see. Breezango just won, or the Fashion Police, whatever they call themselves now. The match was okay. It picked up pace at the end. It was fine. That's really about it, to be honest. NXT, as I tweeted out, have literally 2 tag teams, because the other tag teams that have in NXT, the Undisputed Era, I mean, more on them in a moment, but yeah, this match, the tag team title match, nothing to see here. Fashion Police win. I just don't care. NXT's tag team division has died since TakeOver Portland. It just has. So that was that. Then we had this whole Killian, Dane, Drake, Maverick tag team storyline, because we're all asking for a Killian, Dane, Maverick tag team storyline. It was supposed to be Dane and Maverick versus the Undisputed Era. So Bobby Fish and Roderick Strong. There we go. And then it was a 2-on-1 handicap match. UE versus Drake Maverick for like 7 minutes. The UE couldn't beat Drake Maverick for that time. Then we got these shenanigans with Killian Dane coming out. He teases that he's going to abandon Maverick. Then he comes back. Then the UE it's just a mess. In the end, Dane just lays out Drake Maverick. Who cares? Who honestly cares about this? Is anyone asking for a Killian Dane Drake Maverick storyline? Like, I couldn't think of anything more irrelevant. And, I mean, speaking of irrelevant stuff, we had Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter versus Xia Li and someone who, I forget their name. It was a women's tag match. Catanzaro and Carter just won. Do you really care? Like, this is the dead filler on this show. We had Tommaso Ciampa picking up a squash win, and then later in the show, he just assaulted Jake Atlas in the car park, and Kyle O'Reilly was just there. So people are saying Kyle O'Reilly turns face. I guess we had that, and then we had Kushida beating up Austin Theory. So that was NXT for September 16th. Fine, alright, mediocre show. Nothing really worthwhile on this show. Next week's going to have contenders matches, and that's all you really need to know. So yeah, enjoy the video, like, comment, sub, you guys on drill. See ya.